It should do come Wednesday when they go up against the USA in London at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. On that note, let's check in with our camp correspondent, Simon Burke.
It was another step in the right direction with the Springboks getting a hard-fought win over Scotland. They seem to be heeding their coach's advice and they're starting to play the South African way. Man of the match, Loet Diaga, believes it was down to a team performance.
No, I don't think it's about proving yourself. I think it's a battle out there. You put on a Springbok jersey, you battle, you represent your country, you battle for your country. And he battles for his country. You want to just be better than your opposition guy. Luckily today for me, I got the man of the match, but that doesn't bother me. I'm here for the team. I want the best for the team, and I want us to win the World Cup.
Obviously, it's another step in the right direction. So I think we've taken every game as a final. And I think, it's a good win for us, and we're very happy with the win, and we just want to take on to the next step, on to USA, and that's our next final.
We are really disappointed after our first game, and because we didn't just let ourselves down, we let the whole of South Africa down as well. We sat down as a group on that Monday, and we had to change it, we had to stick, and we had to back the process, and I think our curve is in the right direction at the moment.
And with this win, the Springboks top Pool B, but they've got one last match against the USA in London on Wednesday. I'm Simon Burke, the camp correspondent.
Before the match at St James's Park, there was a very special moment for all South Africans as former President Mr. Nelson Mandela, our very own Madiba, got inducted into the World Rugby Hall of Fame, becoming the 120th inductee for his contribution to World Rugby. I mean, Mike, the Hall of Fame is usually a place just for players and coaches and people that have, actually played the game of rugby. Here we've got our very own Mandela, very special for South Africa.
A very special man indeed, Mandela, and I think one of the main important things is that even if he's not around, we can still honor him. It just shows how much impact that he has made in the country, in the world, in everyone, in sports, especially rugby, because he was probably one of the guys that really turned things around 95 World Cup when the South African team won it right there at home, really.
Let's take a look at how the global organization inducted Mr. Nelson Mandela into the Hall of Fame.
I never knew he was going to be there, and he just stood there and he had this aura and he just said good luck. That's just all he said. And then he turned around and there was this number 6 on his back, and that was me. She said, I was so emotional. I couldn't sing the anthem. I was just too emotional, too proud.
It's absolutely unbelievable. The crowd has gone mad.
I was so tense. I kept on looking at my watch. When will the referee blow the whistle?
It comes to Stransky. Up goes the kick. Up goes the ball. Stransky. South Africa's dream is alive once more.
When he eventually blew the whistle, we just found Louis Late and myself embracing.
But that's it. South Africa have won the World Cup.
I now call on our President, Mr. Mandela, to make the presentation of the William Webb Ellis Trophy to the captain of the winning team, Francois Pienaar.
Francois Pienaar and Nelson Mandela is cheering along with the whole of the stadium.
The Absa Red bus, through its travels in England, has had many special visitors, and we also had one early on today, which was Minister Gert Oosthuizen, our Deputy Minister of Sport and Recreation. He was here to receive the honour of the induction of Mr. Nelson Mandela into the World Rugby Hall of Fame.
Well, we were absolutely excited, and we had thought it was very befitting to honour Madiba. We all know that he lived, the values that we espouse in sport and that we strive to reach as a nation. And by honouring him by this way, inaugurating him in the Hall of Fame as a non-rugby player, but recognising the excellence of leadership and the very values that he espoused, told us, you know, that really we are making strides and we are using that powerful tool sport to really heal the nation, to really build the nation, to foster social cohesion. It's so important. Even if I look here today, fans pouring in with their South African flags, you know, with the Springbok jerseys on. Back home, 55 million people are embracing this team and they would like them to win. I have no doubt that back home we are saying, we are preparing to get the Webb Ellis Trophy back home in South Africa. There's no doubt in our mind we will be victorious.
We haven't yet reached the knockout stages of the Rugby World Cup, but at this early stage, one of the standout performers of this tournament most definitely have been the 2019 Rugby World Cup hosts, Japan, who have really come and put in some bold performances. They, of course, will host the Rugby World Cup for the very first time that it's actually going to take place in Asia. We chatted to our Deputy Minister about this, and he lent his thoughts on Japan as the next Rugby World Cup hosts.
If the Japanese host that, it will be good for rugby, for the game of rugby, and it will grow rugby certainly in a part of the world that it's never been hosted before. It will be good for that part of the world.
Throughout our travels over the last 2.5–3 weeks, the Absa Red bus has picked up a couple of nicknames. Our driver Joe calls it Polly. The first time I saw it, I said it looks a little bit like a George Mac Messina says, call it Super Mac. I'm not quite sure it's a roadster. And the guys in Johannesburg can't really decide if it looks like a Rockstar bus or the Harry Potter school bus. But what did the Deputy Minister think of the bus?
I think your red bus is absolutely fantastic. I went inside to where you broadcast upstairs, inside where you cover all the radio channels and things. It's awesome. It's an initiative that I must just compliment you and the SABC on. And it's fantastic to use a red bus, you know, to make the point of South Africa. Well done.
And that is the reason that we have been here. South Africa and its glorious fans that have come to Newcastle to get behind the Springboks. That's the reason we decided to bring you this very special broadcast. And the fans have just been lovely, something that even the Scottish supporters noticed.
Yeah, just fantastic atmosphere. Really, people getting so much fun, just enjoying the game, enjoying the people, and making sure that they do have fun. It's all about the World Cup, which I really think that it's happening right here in UK, and it's been great.
Yeah, now it's on to Leicester, and that's where we're going to bring you our next Rugby World Cup update. Until then, cheerio.
Ready?
All the South African people are brilliant.
After Japan? Absolutely, yes. We're very, very happy. We're glad we played well, and fantastic game.
Takes the pressure off. I think they can run a few more players in the next game and just you know, build a good winning momentum. You know.
Excellent match.
Excellent game.
Well paired. I mean, both teams were going for it.
I disagree. It's all right. We're going to meet these guys again in the final, and then that'll be it.
I hope so. What country are you from?
Sorry?
What country are you from?
Well, I have a guess.
England.
South Africa will be in the final against New Zealand.
Fantastic, brilliant atmosphere, really, really great.
We played really well and we're really happy.
He's Scottish, I'm South African, and we live in the UK, so tonight's going to be an interesting night for us.
Newcastle has been a fantastic town. We've had such a gas here.
All I want to say is, go Boks! Springboks all the way, we're going to win this World Cup. Yeah!
South African Springboks, this is why I wear. It's not a skirt. It's a power of a nation. We love this. We love this country. We love the Springboks. There's no other way. Springboks.
Was it this specially made for this game?
This was specially made for this game. For the Springboks to win this 2015 World Cup. Yeah!